Alright, I'm just saying these guys have it coming. Rule number 1 of Xavier's school, never break into Cable's house. I still want that dude to be Cable. After you see this movie, you will too. Don't breathe. The premise is wonderfully simple. These 3 young folks, they like breaking into houses and stealing shit. Then they see this easy mark. It's easy, right? This is old guy. He's blind. We're just gonna break into his house and steal like $300,000 that he must have in there. Easy, simple, right? Wrong. Old, yes. Blind, yes. But the dude is played by Stephen Lang. And anytime you're breaking into Slang's house, you are fucked. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you Old Slang. I'm sorry. Please don't kill me in my sleep. And after that, enter the survival horror. Most accurate Resident Evil movie we have yet. Just so happens the house is a lot smaller and there's just one dude trying to kill you. There is a dog though. Seriously, this movie does a lot right. This is terror. This is Don't Breathe. This is the perfect title. So many times, man, Stephen Lang is walking around with his gun out and you just, I mean, they're all just holding their breath, trying to sneak by him. And you're holding your breath too, because you're like, don't breathe or he's gonna kill us. And it's great because horror movies, I mean, they use ghosts and ghouls and goblins and things like that to bring the fear out because that's what people think they need to do. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but in the end, it's just that intense feeling of something gonna kill you in the dark. Stephen Lang in this movie, he's a normal dude. He's blind. He shouldn't be terrifying. He is. But the simplicity of the premise of this movie is exactly what makes this movie great. People breaking into this dude's house, they broke into the wrong blind guy's house. Now they're trying to escape. Where the movie falters is when it tries to go against that grain of simplicity. There is an element in this movie just throws in the last act where it's like, oh, it's been relatively simple. Now, now there's this. And I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to give it away, but in the end, it sticks out like a sore thumb to me. I've been having a fine time just watching these people trying to escape this blind asshole's house. Or they're the assholes, technically, because they did break into his place. They're all dicks. But it throws this extra thing in there that I don't think it had to throw in there. I feel like I'm going to be in the minority on that one, but I've just thought about it a lot, and that's just how I feel about that. Stephen Lang in this movie perfectly plays what is seemingly this frail old man and then this monster. I mean monster because I think it's awesome that he barely has any dialogue. He has so few lines in here. Granted, verbal speech is just one of the many elements that makes acting, so I can't say this is an easier role just because he doesn't speak. In fact, I think it's harder. When an actor no longer has speech to convey the terrifying nature of his presence and being, yeah, it takes some skill to be terrifying. This is what I'm telling you. That's why Slang should be Cable. On the premise of acting ability, not, because he's scary in here. Guys, in the end, Don't Breathe was a refreshing take on the whole home invasion premise. I've seen home invasion movies 100 times before. Usually it's someone breaking into the victim's house, not people breaking into what is seemingly the victim and then the tables turning and now the people who broke into the house are now the victims. An element in the movie doesn't really flow with me and gel with me as much as I might have wanted it to, but it doesn't change the fact that for about an hour and a half of this movie, it's tension like a guitar string being wound, ready to snap. That's what I wanted in this movie. That's what I got. I will say Don't Breathe is worth watching and worth buying on Blu-ray. It's like if Stick in Daredevil just lost his shit and started killing folks. All right, guys, so Don't Breathe. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? What's the most intense movie you have seen lately or ever? Whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.